Hello, it's Lauren O'Hayan from Restore Your Core. And today we are talking about, or I am offering you, a somatic nervous system regulating, calming experience. So, the reason that these exercises will work or should work is because they send messages of safety into the body. Generally, when we are dysregulated, which can show up as the desire to constantly shut down or disassociate yourself from environments or disassociate yourself from people. It can show up as a lot of frenetic, nervous energy, the desire to constantly run, change environments, change things up. It can show up as just constant, even bloating, pelvic floor gripping, low back pain. Our bodies are very psychosomatic, which is why so many people with low back pain, for example, will report that their pain amps up for no reason during times of stress or when they're not sleeping as well, which is a stressor to the body. So when we are in this state of nervous system regulation, dysregulation, even if we are used to being in that state, right? When we're in that state, we're completing and repeating a loop of being in that state. So we feel, what does that mean? So we feel stressed. It shows up in our bodies as tension, pain, again, the shutdown, the disassociation, right? That makes us feel more stress. That stress makes us feel more pain, and that pain makes us feel more dysregulated. So it becomes very hard to break or change that cycle. And one of the best ways to break and change that cycle is repeated moments of safety. So showing your body repeatedly throughout the day, throughout the week, moments of safety so that you can spend more and more time in safety and less time dysregulated. When you feel the outcome of these somatic experiences, hopefully they put you in a more calm state. It makes you want to do them more, right? It makes you invested in spending more time there. And again, the more time that you fill up that bucket, the more full that bucket is for you to dip into when you need. And a lot of my clients report to me that they'll be going about their day. A moment of rupture will arise. Let's say somebody cuts you off in traffic and your response is just not appropriate to the situation. Your level of anger, your cursing of them out, your desire to run them over with your car, right? Like all of these very normal responses actually is not appropriate to the situation. Doesn't mean that you're not normal. Just means that it's a very heightened response. Or you have a fight with your partner and it sends you into extreme destructive mode. I'm not good enough. I'm not loved. Why did I choose this person? Why did they choose me? Whatever it is. Or a rupture with your children and you start questioning your ability to parent. So these are all states of dysregulation. And again, it's normal to dip in and dip out. The issue is when you can't dip out, right? So you get into that state and it just owns you. Your narrative becomes very filled with those thoughts again and again. A lot of my clients report that using these tools and techniques, even if they're driving a car, they can just start to tap in. They can use touch, use breath, use connection to sensation to switch out of it, to disrupt, switch out, and to have awareness. Because when you're not aware of your pattern, you're just repeating it all of the time. So these exercises are amazing in the moment, right? Like as a momentary thing. They're wonderful because they really do help you in the moment feel great. But they're also a long-term, they have long-term residual effects if you practice them regularly. And again, those long-term residual effects are that your awareness builds more and more. You catch yourself dysregulated, and then you have the tools to disrupt, which creates the long-term change that you spend less and less time. So the next time someone cuts you off in traffic, maybe not the next time, but because it takes time, but you are working towards this place where when people cut you off in traffic, your reaction can be like, huh, that sucks. What an a-hole, but that's it. It doesn't lead into all the other snowball effects. Like it doesn't ruin your day or ruin your hour. It's in the minute you dip into that feeling of anger, which is normal, but you're able to get out of it. So let's begin with some of these movements. You want to repeat this again and again. You don't have to do the full thing that we're about to do, which shouldn't take very long. You can just choose one and practice it. Or you can check out the link in the description here in the video for a full lead workout with many more options of exercises. I call it a workout because it's kind of like a nervous system workout. Come to lie on your back. Take any padding that you need. So I think it's going to be nice to have a blanket under my head. So grab whatever you need. You want to spoil yourself with what you need, a blanket, a sweater, something soft, right? Nourish yourself with what you need. Just settle in, close your eyes. Your feet can be flat on the floor with your knees bent. And just take a moment. Feel in your, either using your hands, that's nice, use your hands, on your ribs. As you inhale, just feel the rising of your ribs. Just feel how they move, they expand. And as you exhale, just feel that that's a release. It's a surrender. It's a letting go. You don't have to do anything. It's a passive recoil. Just dip into that for a few moments. Feel your bones spreading apart. Your ribs expand. Your breath fills up that space of expansion. As you inhale and then as you exhale, it's just releasing. So one of the tools we'll practice is some breath and movement coordination. As you inhale, you'll just reach your arms up behind you as far as your range takes you. And as you exhale, you'll bring your arms down. And you might start to feel yourself getting heavy or sleepy, tired. That is exactly what needs to be happening here. Exhale. So see if you can follow the movement of your breath and your arms together. The inhale is a pulley and it pulls your arms up. It's like the inhale is lifting your arms up, 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 up. And the exhale is slowly releasing your arms down. And we're going to add a little bit more complex movement, you can call it. So next time you inhale and your arms do lift up and back, take your right heel on your left thigh. Exhale, lower them both. And again, see if you can just stick with coordinating, alternating legs. So now your left leg, and you're just coordinating breath with motion. So it's not this rushed experience. If you have this desire to disconnect and stop paying attention, just come back to trying to move your breath and your limbs together. There's no rush. And you might notice this natural pause at the beginning and end of each breath. You can just sit with that pause until the impulse is there to take the next breath. We'll do one more. Good. And then just bring your knees to touch, your feet more wide and your knees to touch, and close your eyes for a moment. Again, just notice how your body is feeling now. Okay, and the next thing you're going to do is bring your feet a little bit closer towards each other. Not too close, it should be comfortable. And just bring your left knee, open it out to the side, and keep your right knee where it is. Don't let it flop in. And let your hips drop to the left. And then you're going to push your right knee, your right foot straight down into the floor. You'll tuck your pelvis a little bit and you'll feel your right glute just tighten as you push down. And then bring it back to center and switch sides. So you'll bring your right thigh to the floor, open. I have mine just happens to rest on my ottoman. I'm going to leave it there. Your left foot pushes into the floor. And as you do that, just create a little bit of a tucking under and you'll feel your glute, your right glute tightening a bit. You don't have to squeeze your butt cheeks together. Just let your body do what your body does. And then you release and just go a few times side to side. You can make it more rhythmic and a little bit faster, or you can make it slower and really kind of just hang out for a moment or two. Just feel the sole of your foot on the floor. Feel how it pushes down into the floor, how this whole chain reacts and tenses, but not in a stressful way. And again, start to notice if your body is feeling really heavy. It's your body just dialing down. I'm going to move this. And again, like I said before, you could go faster and be more rhythmic, and it would look something like this. And it'll be just a little pressure as you arrive of your foot pushing down, so you get that glute reaction. Good. And then go ahead, come center, and just hug both of your knees in. And our last movement here is we're just going to cross the right leg over the left leg and just very gently go side to side with your legs. So this can be a tiny motion or a bigger motion. It's more about creating a rocking sensation than anything else. You can close your eyes. Just feel your thighs and legs swing. The rest of your body might cooperate, come along for the ride. Don't hold anything rigid. Just kind of rocking. You're really just trying to downregulate, so it's not like we're here to strengthen a body part. We're really just soothing our system. Rocking is an incredibly soothing pattern, primal pattern for the body. Good. And then hold still for a moment. Just be still. And then switch legs. Cross your left leg over your right. Relax your feet, especially your left foot. Make any adjustments. Maybe your rocking is smaller, right? Just make it rhythmic. Your eyes can be opened or closed. And you'll find that the more time that you do exercises like this, the easier it gets to just drop in, release, relax. And then just hold still for a moment. And bring your feet wide again and your knees together. And just close your eyes. Let your body feel so heavy, so relaxed. you can continue to stay here. Or if you feel ready to move onwards, you can roll to the side. Bring yourself up to sit. Like I said before, these exercises can be used together, like we just did. They can be used separately. You can do them in your bed. You can do them on a couch. And that feeling of just calming down becomes more and more available to you. And if you want a longer workout, like I said, there's a link in the information section, the further information with a longer nervous system reset class. I hope that you've enjoyed this somatic nervous system regulation moment. Thank you so much for joining.